Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Today's Hanuman Chalisa verse is Tumharo Mantra Vibhishana Mana Lankeshwara Bhaye Sab Jag Jana. Tomorrow, your mantra. Mantra are words. Vibhishana, brother of Ravana, and who fought on Rama's side. Mana, accepted. Lankeshwara, king of Lanka. Bhaye, become. Sab, all. Jaga, world. Jana, knows. So Vibhishana accepted your suggestions. He became the king of Lanka because of your advice. Whole world knows it. So we have to understand these two particular words' inner meaning. Here it is, first line is Tumuro mantra vibhishana mana. You gave a mantra to Vibhishana and he accepted it. What was that? It is not clear here. For that, we have to understand the meaning of mantra word. Mantra means mananat trayate iti mantraha. It means involvement with positive thought or a positive thought in a positive dimension. Then it becomes a mantra or reflection. If our thought filled with negativity, it becomes worry. Means when we can maintain our objectivity while thinking, it becomes reflection or mantra. If we can't maintain our objectivity, it becomes worry. Mantra is complete procedure. The method which frees the mind from its own obsessive and compulsive thinking. So once you start doing the mantra, it removes all this obsessive and compulsive thinking and makes it positive thinking. So Vibhishana was worried and was unable to decide what to do because he was upset with the situation. Right now there was what was going on Lanka. Behavior of his both brothers, Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and Ravana's sons. And he was worried about consequences of Sita Paharana. So he could not decide what to do, what not to do. Needed someone to advise him. That time Hanumanji's suggestion helped him to come out of this dilemma. So that is why your suggestion was a mantra for him. By sitting and memorizing and meditating on it, he could come out of his trouble. That is why it is mantra. Mantra has another meaning as well. Mantra means secrecy. Hanumanji also advised secrets of Rajadharma. how to protect the integrity of the nation, how to protect citizens' interests. This is called Rajadharma. He preached those Rajadharma to Vibhishana. And Apadharma, when you are in distress and when you are in trouble, when you are in dilemma, what steps you have to take? Which action would be appropriate when you are in dilemma? These things he preached to Vibhishana. That is why, that is also, there was a mantra, you gave it to him. And also, the ultimate, auspicious one, Rama mantra. Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasra Nama Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varanani. You initiated him to Rama Nama Japa. That is also mantra. So because of your advice, because of your initiation towards Rama mantra, and because of your help, he accepted all your suggestions and he chose to be with Rama's side. So, your suggestions accepted by Vibhishana. Here we have to understand one thing. These are the three brothers, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana. And all the three brothers are representing three gunas: Sattvika guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Sattvika guna is light, bliss and goodness. Vibhishana representing it. Rajoguna, anger, passion and motion. Ravana representing it. Tamoguna, darkness, ignorance and indifference. Kumbhakarna represents it. So all three brothers are totally different. But when you develop Sattvika guna inside you, what happens? It doesn't matter. Or it is just a matter of time. If we develop Sattvika guna inside us, ultimately we reach there where we should be spiritual. Or we definitely find a teacher or a preacher who could take us to that path. So, for that purpose, we have to develop Sattvika guna inside. That is what Vibhishana mentioned here. Vibhishana was such a great soul. He was never ever happy with his brother's actions and always opposed it. While whole Lanka people were involved in unethical behavior, Vibhishana was immersed in meditation and devotion. Hanumanji saw this and got into surprise and thought he must be a devotee of Lord and started singing Rama mantra. Vibhishana wakes up and comes out and meets Hanumanji. And then rest is history. Hanumanji met him and he understood he is a devotee of Lord. And then he decided to advise him what needs to be done. And because of his advice only, Vibhishana decides to abandon his brothers and joins Rama's side. And after the war, he becomes the king of Lanka. and the whole world knows it. Why is Tulasi ji mentioned here as Tumuro Mantra Vibhishana Mana? There is a reason behind it. In Ramayana, there are three brothers. One is Bharata, he is the brother of Rama, and another one is Sugriva, brother of Vali. Another one is Vibhishana, brother of Ravana. All three were criticized for no fault of theirs. They never did any wrong things, but still they were criticized. Bharata was never ever involved in the decision making to send Ramchandra to forest, but he was criticized for it. Sugriva and Vibhishana, they never ever wanted to be a selfish. They wanted to take a right path. They wanted to be side with righteousness. So they were not selfish, but they were criticized for being selfish, or termed them as a selfish. So, no, this is not true. It is their devotion and sattvic nature took them to the God's feet. And because of their dedication and devotion, God pleased with them and blessed the kingdom to them. And Vibhishana or Sugriva, they were never ever in support of bad behaviors. They never supported, either Sugriva never supported Vali, Vibhishana never supported Ravana. And Vibhishana and Sugriva both were practicing dharma. In Ramayana, it states, Vibhishanastu dharmatma nityam dharma vyavasthitaha. When you are practicing dharma, you have to support the dharma and you have to fight against adharma. You should not be in support with dharma. Even if you don't want to fight against adharma, at least you should not be associated with adharma people. That is what stated in Ramayana. Akurvantopi papani shuchayaha papa samshrayat. Parapapaihi vinashyanti matsyaha nagha radheyata. Even if you are not directly involved in sinful activities, still we get punished for being associated with those people. Just like when eagles try to catch snakes in a lake, accidentally fishes becomes the victims. So Vibhishana was dharmatma and never wanted to be in support of Ravana. So he did not want to take sides of Ravana, and he chose to be in Rama's side. There was no selfishness or any selfish motive behind it. Also, if you want to criticize someone, we should not depend upon hearsay or partial study of scriptures. We have to do deep study, and then we should come to the conclusion. Still, we are not capable to study all the scriptures existing in this universe. So we have to be careful while being judgmental. Rama said the same thing to Bharata. When Bharata visited Ramji, and he started criticizing Dasharatha for all the incident took place, which ultimately led Rama to the forest. Then Rama cautions Bharata, don't criticize Dasharatha if you don't know him completely or properly. He did nothing wrong. He was just honoring his promise to your maternal grandfather, nothing else. What a great soul he was, Rama. Even he was the victim, but still he understood the situation, and he never ever wanted to criticize anyone. So it doesn't matter. Even if we become victims, still we have to be careful before criticizing and responsible before judging. That is why Tulasi ji just mentions here, Tumaro mantra Vibhishana mana. It is not Vibhishana's decision. Hanumanji advised him to do so. So there is no confusion. There was no selfishness. So don't criticize before understanding the circumstances or circumstantial evidences. So this verse teaches us not to become judgmental and teaches us to develop a sattvic guna, and ultimately a sattvic guru or Hanumanji will take us to God's feet. So hope you all enjoy it. God bless you all. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om.